Some big waves just came through, so let's see how I can do this. Hey guys, Mitch here with my wife, and it is we're on Christmas holiday, and we're actually in Monterey. And this is the first kind of experimental video I'm going to be doing for a new series, YouTube series I'm going to be working on called Destination Toy Photography. So usually toy photography is about the image, and it's one and done with the image. Sometimes we'll do it behind the scenes, but a lot of times myself and other toy photographers will go to some really cool locations to get some shots. And so this time I kind of want to make it more about the journey, and with the image being the result of that journey. And we'll be going to different places, but today we're heading to a place in Monterey called 17 Mile Drive. And they have some really beautiful like tide pools there, so I'm hoping to get some shots with toys in tide pools. And I have a couple toys that would work really well in those tide pools. So I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you, a lot of times when I'm doing these videos, it takes me forever because I'm such a perfectionist that I'll stop and redo it, and stop and redo it. But I have to kind of get past that if I want this to work as a series. And so thanks for coming along on this journey, and the next stop will be on 17 Mile Drive at one of the tide pools. Okay guys, so we have a bit of traffic here. So it's taken a little longer to get to the tide pools than I was hoping for. But anyway, since I have a moment and I'm just sitting here in traffic. So again, it's really about the journey. Today we're in Monterey, but next week it could be like in Hollywood, in Los Angeles, California. Another day it could be at a national park on a hike. Again, I'm hoping to share some really cool experiences and journeys and locations, stuff that you normally wouldn't see in my regular posts. So I'm excited about this, and well, we'll see where it leads. All right, 17 Mile Drive.
Turn left on the 17 Mile Drive.
Okay, so we've made it to the coastline. Yeah, so we just pulled over into one of the many pullouts, and the sea is really rough today, and I think the tide is a little high, so we're gonna keep going down the road. So yeah, you can see the tide is pretty high. You know, normally I might like take a toy down there to a little pool, but that spot is right now getting hammered by waves. But as the tide goes down, all of these become, like these pools over here on top of the rocks, those become like areas where you can really probably get some pretty cool shots. If all else fails, pothole puddles. I'm just kidding. I switched cameras just now, and we just had lunch at this spot along the coast. We pulled over, and the tide has been really high and the waves have been going crazy. It seems like every 5 minutes or so a really large set of waves comes in, and then you have another 5 minutes where it's not so wavy. But there's a couple of spots that I thought would work pretty cool for what I'm thinking about in between the waves. And you can see right now the waves, man, there are some big ones out there. You can't tell from this distance, but they're huge. So I'm gonna keep my eye on the ocean as well as I'm talking. These are the two areas that I'm really looking at to, you know, get a quick shot in. I'm gonna kind of do a run and gun. I have a little tripod that I could set my camera up on, but I think I'm just gonna set the toy up. Hopefully he's gonna balance on his own. And then I'm gonna grab my camera and just hand hold it and get the shot. So that's the plan. Okay, so I've got this cool toy from Boss Fight Studio. He's from the Saurozoic Warriors collection. And he's really cool because when you get a closer look at him, you can see that he's got like scuba gear. Even though he's like an alligator of some sort, prehistoric alligator. But you can see he's got his weapons, and what really drew me to this character is this really cool like scuba helmet, and I was thinking that this water scene will be ideal for him. So I'm gonna see if I can get him set up in one of these pools, standing on his own. I have a wire here attached to him, also keeping an eye on those waves. There's some big ones coming. Okay, we're gonna roll the dice here. Not sure if I like his gun being so high, or even if he should have his gun. Let's do a test shot. I think I got something pretty cool there. We'll see when I get it in the computer. You know, as my wife pointed out just now, it's like, normally I work at home or in the backyard and I have, I control everything. Here, it's more of a collaborative effort with nature. So, you know, I'm gonna work with her, and she's not gonna work with me, but I'm gonna work with her and try and sneak in when I can. That's kind of the fun of this. So you never know what you're gonna get. You may get something amazing, or later I'll get home and say, you know what, it was okay, but that's why I want to document the whole experience, just because it's so much more than just the finished image. At least that's what I'm trying to show. So let me see what I can find here. There's several opportunities I can see right away. This looks like low-hanging fruit for me, like not too hard to set up. We got a nice spot in the open right here. There's a little bit of a current because this water is flowing back down that just filled up from the waves. But we've got direct sunlight, so I'll try not to get my shadow in there. Oh, he's got some bubbles around him. I don't know if I like that or not, but we'll take the shot anyway. All right, let's move to a different spot. You know, you can see I'm just walking around to different spots where I feel it's kind of safe to take a photo, but mainly what I'm looking for is how the light and the reflection of the action figure kind of works within the water. I'm also looking for some really like interesting rock structures that kind of like give a different feel of a territory and can help with the different compositions. So I got like 3 or 4 different locations here with this guy, and I think I may try and mix up his pose just a little more for the next one, but otherwise I think I'm pretty good here. All right, I think this is gonna be my last shot. I saw this one little pool here with some foreground and background and some big waves just came through, so that's pretty much what I was looking for. Yes. All right. All right, let's finish this up. All right, I think that's it. Cool. So the wire is pretty helpful in getting it balanced to all this weird, the weird bottom with all the rocks and sand and stuff. But yeah, so after waiting and having lunch and watching these crazy waves come in, doing some weird contortion, trying to get my shots, we'll see what we got. I think it's good. Thanks, guys.